you gotten any merch yet? Because you know I have merch out, right? On Redbubble. It's the first link in my description. It's all about, neurodiverse advocacy and being proud of that. And okay, if you haven't checked it out, click the link, buy something, support me as a disabled creator type of person. I'll wait. You did it? Okay, cool. Let's get on this. Hi, hello, how are you all this fine day? I hope that if you're here, you subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and you check out everything that's down below. There's my description box, like button, subscribe button, comment section. Many different things for you to check out, which, especially today, because there are some resources that I'll be discussing as we discuss housing. The whole conundrum that comes with being disabled or neurodiverse and having access to housing that we have every right to have and to live in. The disabled community, that's just one of many different marginalized peoples that are discriminated against or just don't have the means available to have good, affordable housing. As we probably all know, we're in a time where COVID's wrapping up, people are evicting their tenants, and overall prices of everything are going up. For the average human being, that is overwhelming, and it kind of makes it hard to actually afford to live on your own, even with a roommate maybe. For being disabled, we're kind of in this weird place that I think, speaking for myself, I love being independent. I love having my own space and doing my own thing, but I also know that that's not always realistic, and that's also just kind of an ingrained thing of masking and potential trauma of not wanting to have to depend on other people and kind of forcing yourself not to have to. And that's just not helpful. It's not healthy for you. If you do have any sort of support, please lean on those, because as hard as it might feel to feel like you're kind of potentially helpless, or you can't do things by yourself that other people seem to do, but it's okay. It's not a failure, and I encourage you to really rely on the people in your life and the groups, organizations, whatever is there to support you. Options for housing, if we really think about it, are pretty limited, and it really depends on, who you are and what you really need to thrive. You could stay with family if that's an option, even though, again, that's just another thing that has been demonized by American culture, that you shouldn't be doing that, but screw that, There are options for, if you do need the support, to have those caretakers available. And I think otherwise, if you do just want to be by yourself, really the only limited options, if you do struggle with employment, are not necessarily safe situations. That isn't to say that, that the people who need to live in affordable housing, like myself, are bad people. It's just that they're not taken care of properly, because, again, they're pushed aside and kind of frowned upon in general. Now that's a lot of what we have. That's all we can do. And to feel like you're pushed aside and you get kind of the leftovers of everyone else is just not fair. So, what should we do about this? I was inspired to make this video not just because, you know, I really see just a great need for independent housing that is actually friendly to disabled people. In particular, organization Nero Homes is also doing something similar here, and they're trying to kind of kickstart a neurodiverse friendly community of homes that are affordable and, you know, provide all of those necessary support in place to really, you know, feel like you are comfortable and you're safe and you receive the care that you need. Amazing. We need more people like that, so please check the link below to support that cause. And I highly encourage you, if you do have any options in the comments below, feel free to share those as well, because, you know, I've personally lived in many different situations. I've lived with many different roommates in houses, living in a room, living in apartment, dorm, what have you. And, you know, I think the ultimate goal that a lot of us want to, you know, not feel stressed by being in your own space is a really big hurdle that we haven't yet really addressed, probably because we still associate autism, ADHD, and other neurodiversities in children, and don't necessarily consider the implications of being an adult and the challenges that come with that. If you are in a difficult situation right now, whether it's in living, who you're living with, anything like that, I see you. I understand just how difficult it is. I just encourage you to just find that source of joy and light in whatever situation you're in. And if there are any supports available, ask for help. Just ask for help. Whether it's through Social Security benefits, whether it's state or local organizations, it's there for you. And yes, should they be more accessible? And should there be more that are just available wherever you live? Yeah. But right now, with being very limited, we kind of have to just do what we can. I've made videos in the past about, you know, the other aspects of being a neurodiverse disabled adult in the world, of finding jobs and potentially school and college. And if you haven't seen those already, I'll link them down below. And just to give you a generally well-rounded view of, you know, all the different aspects of being disabled, autistic, however you identify. It's very complicated to think about. So do what you can in this moment. Support the causes that are trying to move us forward. Just keep seeking out what you really need, because you deserve that. You deserve to receive the care that you need in the environment that you thrive in. So with that, thank you so much for being here, taking the time to watch, and like, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all next time.